Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It has been quite a while since we've gathered here to chat. Today we're going to be discussing no other than Olivia from Liv's Life. So after Olivia did the live stream where she says she wishes that Gerard gets hit by a semi-truck, and she was talking about putting hits on Antonisha, I had to take a step back. Because I know that her threats and the words that she's putting out into the universe is how she truly feels and how she wants to act. This situation is so redundant and quite annoying. So let's just jump into yesterday. Yesterday, supposedly she had court, and supposedly it was rescheduled. But in true Olivia fashion, she had to come and spin the narrative and make it seem like she won something. And, at the end of the day, Olivia, you still owe child support. You still don't have custody of your children. You will never get custody of them. This child support will not go away until you actually pay it. So you didn't win anything. I want to say, Jen, you have grown this sick obsession with Olivia and this parasocial relationship with her that has manifested into you all meeting up and intertwining your lives. You're going to get yourself caught up in some shit that you can't get out of, Jen. Have you not looked at Olivia's track record? But again, when you're an obsessed fan, you'll do anything. But I just want to let you know you're going to get caught up. And this cookie won't crumble the way you're going to you think that it's going to crumble. Olivia, you are so all about God, right? When it's convenient for you. God put you through a challenge, put a test in front of your face yesterday with this court situation, and he let you walk out free. And instead of being grateful, being thankful, actually thanking God, you chose to come out getting drunk, dampening your spirit even more. You came out being nasty, throwing digs and daggers at Gerard. Of course, cussing at other people, just being nasty, spewing vitriol towards others. If you think for 1 second that you got away with this situation, you didn't. But what I want to tell you is, you gotta stop using people, especially God. See, God knows what we're gonna do before we did it, and before we do it. And you think because you got out of this situation that you're free. But you gotta remember the seed you have sown. And you gotta remember, God is not a genie. You can't use God when it's convenient for you. And you do that quite a lot. I want to say, anybody that joins this fool's Bible study and reads the Bible with her, you're just tainting your spirit. See, my spiritual hygiene and my spiritual health comes before anything else. And I'm very, very particular about who I let in my space and who I let read the word of God to me. But that because I know God for real, I know God for myself. And it is no way in the world I will let you, a person like you, read the Bible to me, try to tell me anything about God, because the devil knows the word too. And I think for you, all these years, and you still do it, to make friends with the deceased, to say you want someone to get hit by a semi-truck, to say you're going to put hits on people to be unalived, to spit on deceased people's graves. Yeah, you're the devil, and you couldn't read nothing, and you couldn't even read You couldn't read nothing in the Bible to me. You can tell me about God. You can't nothing. You are a demonic spirit. Very dark spirited, and I told you from day one you're cursed. Hence why you've been spiraling ever since. You really think that you can go around, and I heard you say, all rights will be wrong. All wrongs will be right. You're wrong in this situation. You are not paying your child support. This had to do with your probation. You can't take accountability for anything. And of course, you had to make it about Gerard and Antonisha and this and that. It's about you. When are you going to take accountability for your actions? You are almost 40 years old, sitting in so much debt because of your ego. You are choosing to not take care of your children by law. And you claim that you are a follower of Christ, but you're disobeying the law. You think God is pleased with this? You think God is pleased with you making fun of your ex-husband? But I don't feel sorry for Gerard either. Gerard, you made this bed. When you chose to go back over there, when you choose to continue to allow your children around such an environment without taking the proper precautions, because you and Antonisha want a free babysitter, so you guys are allowing your kids in an environment like that after she has a man that's allegedly a disabled veteran with PTSD and firearms, and he's assaulting her 2 small kids. But because y'all are selfish and y'all need a babysitter for the weekend, you're letting your children go back over there. And I don't want to hear shit about a court order. The court order been violated 100 million times. The day she left Texas a few months ago and then returned until just a few weeks ago, yeah, the court order was violated then. So I don't want to hear about, oh, they have to do. They don't have to do a goddamn thing. Because nobody cares about any of these children's safety, because everybody in this situation, every adult in this situation is selfish as fuck. They're allowing these kids to be mentally and emotionally abused and physically abused. Everybody, all of them, all 3, Stella, Olivia, Antonisha, Gerard, whoever AJ daddy is, whoever Kailani's daddy is, all the adults in this situation ain't shit. And I said what I said. But Olivia, you can't take accountability for nothing. It is always somebody else's fault. And that is why you continue to lose. Nobody is praying on your downfall. You prayed on your downfall the day you spoke ill of the dead. I will say it every video. You cursed yourself the day you laughed at deceased babies, girl. The day you laughed at people's deceased grandmothers and mothers and sons and spit on people's graves. You cursed yourself. And so I think your best bet is to run to God, but you better do that shit with good intention. Don't play with God. And that's the thing about people like you get in some mess and you want to run to God and you think it's going to change your life. Yeah, God is not a God of chaos. And that's all you bring, and that's all you're going to do. And now you're talking about going to your children's games and showing up here and showing up there. So now we're activating what I've been saying for a while. You've come to Texas just like the devil to steal, kill, and destroy. And Gerard, because you're desperate for a weekend babysitter, you get what you deserve. Y'all are the ones playing with these kids. These are not my kids. I don't feel no type of ways. But Olivia, you will be held accountable for what you're doing. You're getting by right now, but you won't get away. You can have 50 million Bible studies. And every tub has to sit on its own bottom. And you will reap what you've sown. You got out today. Or yesterday, you got free, but you didn't get by. You didn't get away. So, that's all I want to say about this. You guys be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.